Hey everyone, want to stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, let the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on channel, on Facebook. If you made money today, comment below, got paid. If you lost money today, comment, learned a lesson. If you could do me a big favor, hit the like button. Today, we're coming back at it with another video about, my trades. And honestly, today, definitely not. I'm going to share my P&L here, actually, throw it up on the board here. And I've had 6 green trading days in a row, and I came in, and now I'm down $915 on Amazon. Close out the day down. Realize, I'm looking at the realized column here, $343 on CRM. And then I made a little bit just, kind of scalping Facebook and stuff like that. But it wasn't really anything serious. But, you're going to get, as a trader, you're going to get into your situations where maybe you go a little bit too big. Maybe you get a little bit too confident. Maybe after 6 winning days in Rome, we're just going to go gung-ho. And what happened was I traded the Amazon 3180 calls and the 3170 calls. I lost 520 the first round, and I lost another 395 on the second round. So I bought the 380s at first, then I bought the 3170s. When I cut those, I should have just cut it and left it alone. Just cut it and left it alone. And kind of what I was looking at here on Amazon, where I made a mistake. So if you look at Amazon at the open, it flushed out the gate. It started to come up, so I started to add. I added right in here. When it broke down, I sold, and then when it looked like it was going to bounce up a little bit, I bought, and then it came down again a second time. So not only did I lose once, but I lost twice. And the reason, why did you do that? Why did you do that? The reason why I did that, if you look at other stocks, look at other tech stocks, look what happened. Square did the same thing, right? Came right down, straight up. Let's look at Tesla here. Other stocks, tech stocks, did the same exact thing. Right at open, flushed, and then came back up. AMD flushed and then came back up on AMD as well. So I was looking for this type of scenario, and this is what it was looking like doing, the setup. When this failed, I should have not gotten back in. When this failed, I did the right thing. I cut it. I was only down 520. Which is okay. Thankfully, I'm still green on the week. We had a great week. I'm still green on the week, even though I am posting a $1,200 loss today. But I shouldn't have re-added, but what did I do? I re-added right in here, and then it failed and fell down. So I'm definitely glad I didn't hold on any longer, but because those definitely Amazon just never came up today. So what, after trading that, one of the things that you have to realize is kind of like what are your strengths and your weaknesses. And I often trade Amazon, but I don't often buy premium on Amazon. I'm mostly a premium seller. I sell mostly credit put spreads on Amazon. Works out great. It's fine. And I think that's the strategy you need to go with. I've been day trading pretty good, but Amazon was a major blow in that regard today. It just didn't get up. It had a couple fake outs, and then probably should have not compared it to the rest of the market. Just traded the chart, and when it didn't work out, just get out of there. And then because of that, I cut my CRM calls for 343 because I'm like, okay, CRM, I'm done babysitting you. I actually swung the 225 calls for next week expiration on CRM. Took a $343 loss there on CRM, and all day long, if we pull up CRM, all day long, yesterday, if you watch my video from yesterday, it was supposed to be a day trade, turned into a swing trade because I broke my rules. And, I definitely deserve to lose on the trade. It broke my rules. It came out a losing trade. And then all this morning was just kind of zigzagging. It wasn't really going anywhere. Obviously, it was consolidating right in here. It was consolidating between 222 and 224. And then end of day, we had a major push. But what I did, because out of frustration out of that Amazon trade, I just said, I didn't even look at CRM chart. I just said, forget it. I'm just gonna close it out. I don't want to lose any more today. I had a good week. I don't want to go red on the week on a day like today. And that's kind of just how I felt. And I'll be honest with you, things got a little bit of emotional. And I'm not really an emotional trader, but because I lost so much so quickly on Amazon, I just cut and ran. Which, maybe if it went down, I would have been like, whew, dodged a bullet, but it didn't. So what did I do? I actually sold 5 credit put spreads. I'm actually up on these right now. I'm up about $60-$70 here. I'm up about $75 on these CRM credit put spreads. So I added in these credit put spreads on CRM, just kind of going back to that, selling some premium here, 14 days out. I'm in this, let's see here. I'm in this expiration. Looks a little weird here, but I sold 5 of them at $225. Bought 5 of them at $220 in 2 separate orders here. CRM, I put the first order on for a $242 credit, and then the second one I put on for a $225 credit when I started going my direction. In CRM, I definitely think that it's going to be, working out. Now that it's broken above 225, if you're looking at the 1-year chart, it pushed 228 today. It looks like we're going to start making our way to 330, and that's really my target. 230 for these is my target. If we zoom in here, looks like, we're starting to make some higher lows. Looks like we had a little bit of a double bottom here, and looks like we could have our way up to fill the gap. Now, I still am in where I could make a little bit more money back. This was an earnings trade right in here. This short 245, long the 235 put. This was an earnings trade. That trade is currently down about $309. Max loss is $500 because I got a $5 credit. It's a $10 wide spread, so max loss is $500. So there's only $200 left of the trade. But this will net me. These 5 spreads here, this will net me about $1,200 max profit. So I'm looking to make back to 343 plus whatever the difference is in here. So even if I make 50% back, I'll be able to offset these losses. I also, the other day, on Wednesday, I did make $200 back on CRM just on some day trades. So, CRM is not, I'm not that bad in the hole right now. We're working our way through it. Amazon, just forget about it. We'll work on that later. We're gonna sell some premium on there later, but right now Amazon is out of here. I also today sold a naked put on Laser, LAZR, sold a naked put at 25 for January, and I got as you can see here, I got a $4.90 credit. That is currently up a little bit, but if we're going into here, they just came on the market. They do have options in here. Bid and ask a little bit wide, but there's some nice volume on the put side here. 2.74K, 1.36K on the 30s, and then let me hide myself here so you can see the call side for this. So it is heavily, if you look here to the call side, it is heavily skewed to the call side. 8,000 for the 30 calls. Another 2,500 in these calls here. So call to put ratio is definitely in the call side favor right now. I'm not saying that's a reason to put the trade on, but if we're looking at the chart here, came out on the market, hit a low of 19. And it's currently trading at 31. I added it when it came down to 30. So even if I get assigned this position, so if I get assigned on this position here, since I got mostly like a $5 credit for it, I'll get to keep the $500. I'll have to buy 100 shares at $25 a share if it goes down, but then because I got $500, my cost basis will be about $20 per share. So I thought that was pretty good. We'll sell, if I do get assigned the shares, I will start selling some calls again. I'll start selling some calls against it, and hopefully to get assigned, and just kind of keep rolling with it that way. And that's how I'm rolling to that trade. So hopefully you learn from my mistakes today. If you're feeling any type of an emotion, just take it easy, take a break. If you had a good week, maybe don't trade on Friday. Maybe just take profits, relax. If you see something for sure is going to happen, don't try to press it. You don't have to make money every single day. You don't have to trade every single day. So if you watch this video to the end, comment, watch to the end. And as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.